I'm Austin Lugo.
I'm Andrew Hart.
This is With Nothing to Say.
Let's talk about Batman Returns.
Before we get started this week, next week we're going to be watching a Charlie Chaplin film. Andrew, you've never seen Modern Times, which seems like a pretty big hole to have. Is it just, have you never seen Modern Times?
You've never seen Jurassic Park. I rest my case. So what?
I guess that's fair.
I
don't know. It's just a weird one to have not seen.
I mean, I went on a Charlie Chaplin tear maybe like a few weeks ago where I was watching a bunch of his shorter films, but it didn't. I wasn't able to follow through to all of his features. He's got so many of them. I kind of want to take my time with him.
Yeah, there's a lot to explore. It'll be fun. You'll like it. I think it'll be
I'm sure I will.
A joyous time for all involved. Oh, here comes my cat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, so this week I wanted to pick a Christmas movie.
Yeah, a Christmassy movie.
And this was Christmassy enough. I mean, it takes place during Christmas. So you've seen this movie before. When did you first see this movie, Andrew?
This is a movie that I think I watched in like chunks when I was a kid. I think it scared me. So it wasn't really like a movie that I loved, but I do remember it. Like I do like remember like images and stuff from it. And then I've watched it like in full, like as an adult, like last year or like a year or two ago. And then yeah, so this is like the second time I've watched it in like, the span of a couple of years.
It's baffling to say who this movie was originally made for, because it's a superhero movie, so it's kind of a kid's movie, but it's also incredibly dark.
It's pretty dark.
It's pretty dark. A lot of sexual tension.
The very beginning of the movie, parents try to kill a little baby. That's the opening of the movie. They try to kill a kid.
That's pretty par for the course. I mean, you got your Harry Potter. That seems to be not too far, but it is. I mean, they do throw him into a dark sewer. It's not great, and I guess they do trap him they lock him in a box.
It's very. He's like Moses.
Yeah, some would say that Danny DeVito is a modern Moses.
He's great.
Danny DeVito is great in this. It was a perfect casting choice. In preparation for this, I did watch Batman 1989, Tim Burton. Tim Burton didn't direct the Batman Forever, correct?
No, the other Batman. No, he didn't do Batman Forever or Batman and Robin. I don't even think he produced them or anything like that. They have similar elements though. All these like early ones.
Right, but Batman Forever, that's part of the trilogy, right? That's still Michael Keaton as
Michael Keaton. No,
so he only did these two.
Yes, Batman Forever, I believe, is Val Kilmer, and Batman and Robin is George Clooney.
Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't watch Batman Forever because I really didn't want to watch it.
I mean, like, yeah, if you just want to like skip to the good stuff, I guess
you
could
God.
just.
Sorry, my cat's
he's on one, yeah. That's crazy. He's excited. Well, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, if you just want to skip to the good stuff, then maybe don't watch Batman Forever. But I'm partial. I kind of like it. It has like a ton of problems, like a lot of issues. There are too many villains. There's like a lot of villains in it. This one, Batman Returns, arguably has too many villains in it. Maybe a little bit, but I think it's fine. I think it's a fine amount, but Batman Forever has like way too many and it has other problems as well. But I think it's worth watching just because it's like kind of kooky looking.
Okay.
But I think the best out of all of these Batman movies at that time is this one, Batman Returns.
I'm a big Batman fan, seen a lot of Batman films. I've obviously seen.
That's crazy you haven't seen any of these, though. I didn't really know that you didn't see any of these.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of off.
They're always on streaming.
They're really easy to find. I think it's because like I wasn't very partial to Tim Burton until recently because I didn't like his newer stuff. So I never got around to it. And I'd never heard anything good about Batman Forever, Batman Robin. So those were never on the list. I have long wanted to see the Adam West Batman, but
oh yeah, the movie. I haven't seen that one either.
I also learned recently that the original Batman movie was made in 1943. I didn't know there was a Batman movie that old.
I didn't know that either. I'm guessing it's like a guy wearing like pajamas or something like that.
I've seen like a couple of like still images, and I've heard it's not very good, but it's probably the first superhero movie. I mean, 1943. That's pretty early. I can't think of a superhero movie that came out before 1943.
You'd argue about Buster Keaton's a superhero.
Yeah, but he's just a superhero in real life. He's just a real life superhero.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got to watch all the Batman movies for sure, especially since the most recent one was pretty good. And yeah, like I said, Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, they're not great movies, but like that doesn't mean that they're not worth watching at least once.
Watching this duology was a very fun experience. I loved Batman 1989 a lot more than I thought I would. I do have some problems with it, but Jack Nicholson, I think, is the best Joker. I think he's better than Heath Ledger. I think he's better than Paul Dano. He's better than even the great Jared Leto.
This is a very contrarian opinion, but a lot of people do have it. A lot of people do feel the same way that you do, even though it is like weirdly contrarian.
I mean, Jack Nicholson really goes all out in it. Like in a performance, he really doesn't have to go all out. And I think he gives a great performance. You got Prince doing the music for the first one. That's great.
But I like the music here too.
The music here, it's good too. They got the classic. I guess I didn't realize that the Batman like music is always it's always kind of the same. I don't know like where that originates from. I don't know if that originates from
You mean the little theme that goes
yeah,
do 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 do
yeah, you know, yeah, yeah. Da, 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 da.
yeah.
Is that just something that's
Maybe it's
always
like
been a
from
thing?
I don't know. Maybe it's like from a TV show or something like that.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's great though. I mean, it's a little dark, foreboding, but it's fun. I think Michael Keaton is a pretty all right Bruce Wayne. I don't necessarily think he's a bad Batman. I think my complaint with these movies about Batman is mostly to do with the suit because like
He looks a little weird, which I don't know. It's not really a complaint, but I see where you're coming from. It's not a complaint for me, but I see where you're coming from.
I mean, like it looks fine. It's a bit rubbery,
Yeah.
which isn't like a big deal. But my complaint is because the suit is so rubbery, Michael Keaton can't really fight in it. And so there's very few scenes in either of the films where he actually does any hand-to-hand combat. And
He can't really act.
Michael Keaton,
Well, he's in the suit.
yeah, yeah,
There's not much he can do.
no, it's just like the suit is so constricting that there's almost like no movement, right? He's kind of like a statue that kind of just has to turn his whole body whenever he's
Yeah.
fighting. And so the all the fight scenes in both of them, wherever there's just like, hand-to-hand combat is pretty lame.
I like the one where he's fighting all the people in the street, the snowy street next to all like the store windows. I really like that one where you have like the flamethrower guy. I like that scene. That scene's really great. Like basically the opening fight scene. Like that shit is awesome. But yeah, I guess I can't really think much of other fights in the movie.
But I think the reason that scene works and any of the good fight scenes work is because, and I don't know why they don't do this more, but in these two Batman movies, he has the best gadgets out of any of the Batman movies. Like he's got just all these cool like little gadgets and things that he can do.
He's got crazy shit. Yeah.
And this Batman, I mean, he doesn't give a fuck. He drops a man into a vat of
Yeah, it's dark. It's a little darker. Yeah,
he's lighting people on fire, he's blowing people up. Like this,
he's blowing them up.
he doesn't give a shit. He's just murdering people left and right. Like no morals on
I
this
think it's
guy.
awesome.
It's great.
Yeah, he rocks. I like when he blows up a guy. It's like, oh yeah, he killed someone. Yeah, he kills people in the movie. That's cool. He blows them up.
Straight up murder. I love the circus freaks of the second one. It somehow feels.
It doesn't make any sense, but like it's great. They look great.
I love that the second film feels a lot more Tim Burton-y than the first one. Like the first one feels a little tame in a lot of ways. I mean, again, Jack
It feels a
Nicholson
little
gives it all.
generic
Yes, it feels generic
and gray.
and gray. Where this one feels kind of like they kind of just let Tim Burton be Tim Burton. I mean, it feels very much, the way the city's designed, all of the characters, the circus freaks in the opening act and just throughout it. Great costume design. I mean, just spectacular costume designs, a lot of cool like murder gadgets and killer stuff. I love all of the little henchmen in this. I think they are a blast and they look wonderful and are absolutely insane.
That's probably the best part of the movie for me, really, honestly. Like that's kind of like why you watch it. I really like the vibe and yeah, I just like the vibe and the aesthetic that Tim Burton really like pushes forward in the movie, where he really probably didn't have to. But no, I really, really just love kind of like the kind of, what is it called? Like the German expressionist kind of thing. And I love the opener of the movie, as we discussed. It looks amazing, like in the mansion, and they go to the park and the park looks all creepy and weird and like with the bridge. And yeah, I just feel like everything and everyone and, just everything is basically made out of sets, which is fine because everything looks kind of constructed and like it was put together by people. like I said, I love that set with where he's fighting all of the clowns. I'm assuming that's trying to like make a statement where it's like around Christmas time and all the shops and stores are getting blown up and stuff like that. I'm assuming that's trying to make a statement, but I love that stuff too. All that stuff like comes together really well and has a very a clear image for me.
I think the city design in Batman 1989, they use a lot of mats and a lot of miniatures, which is very Tim Burton. You know, he loves his miniatures, he loves his mats. I think in the original one, it's kind of just unassuming. Like it just looks like, you know, just like a big city. Where in this one, the design of Gotham is very specific. I love the look of Christopher Walken's, like whatever the name of his company is. I don't know exactly what he does, but you know, like the
His name
cat.
is Shrek, by the way. His last name is Shrek.
Yes, I don't know how you could forget
It's a
that.
little distracting.
It's just a little bit, but I love the design of his. It's like a cat thing, you know what I'm talking about. It almost looks like that 1940s cartoon. Do you know what I'm talking about? The animation, like that cat animation
Yeah,
from the
Felix the
1940s.
cat.
Felix the cat. Yeah, it's very similar vibes. It's creepy as fuck.
Yep.
And like the statues that are like similar to like Atlas, you know, they're kind of like all like metal and
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of
hunched
like
over.
what's it called, like objectivists, like statues and like architecture in it as well. I like that stuff a lot too. That stuff like really adds to the vibe.
And I think the, you know, the snowy Christmassy thing just brings the whole thing together. And it's like always nighttime in this Batman movie. Like it's almost never daytime in this one. I think in the first one there's a lot more daytime stuff. In this one, it's almost all nighttime.
That's a good point. I didn't really think about that. It's pretty much all night long. The whole movie is just completely at night. Yeah, I guess that helps when you're, trying to, light things, kind of keep everything the same.
Yeah, I think it works. I mean, he is, you know, he's Batman. He's a man of the night, as it were. I didn't know Christopher Walken was in this movie until I started watching it. So when I saw his name pop up, I got pretty excited.
He looks a little weird. He looks a little funny.
He does. He's got like a Bach Mozart kind of hairstyle going on in like the first half
Yeah,
of the
he
movie.
does. Yeah. He basically plays the evil CEO.
Just the classic evil. And for some reason, the guy who plays his son puts on like a Christopher Walken like accent
It's great.
almost, which is,
It's
I mean,
great.
it's fine. It's an interesting choice, but I mean, Christopher
I like the
Walken's
son. The son's
great.
great.
Yeah, Christopher Walken's classic evil guy. And after he gets kidnapped, we get to finally get to meet the Penguin, right? They spend the whole like first 15, 20 minutes kind of suggesting the Penguin, you know, throwing him over the bridge and the sewers and all that kind of stuff. But it's not until Christopher Walken gets to meet the Penguin in one of the most disturbing looking zoos in the world. Is the zoo supposed to be like closed, like permanently closed? Is that the idea? Or is it just like that's just what the zoo looks like in Gotham City?
I don't know. Like, are you talking about the one with the penguins?
Yeah, because it's a whole zoo. Like it's
I thought it was just like an abandoned like place where a bunch of penguins live.
no, like when they like pull in, it says like zoo. And then like it goes
Oh
through like a
yeah, I guess it
whole
does.
like there's like a giant like crab looking thing and like all these different exhibits. I mean, I guess there's no animals other than the penguins, so I think you're right. It just must be some sort of abandoned Gotham
I like
zoo.
that he's raised by penguins.
Like I said, pretty up on my Batman galore. I mean, I think it's I think it's great. This is the first iteration where I've seen the penguin literally raised by actual penguins, which hey, you know, it works.
The penguin is a tragic. He's tragic. He's a tragic villain. His whole life sucks.
It's very depressing. I love his umbrellas though. He's got all kinds of cool umbrella
Yeah,
gadgets.
his shit is awesome. Yeah,
He's got like a knife one. He's got one that's like a blowtorch. He's got a helicopter one. He's got one that's a gun.
one that shoots. Yeah,
I think they should give him more umbrellas, honestly. Like I'd go
there would have
for
been more. Yeah,
just an infinite amount
he
of
has ones that make him
umbrellas.
fly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all the shit.
So obviously, like some of the penguins are just like people dressed in penguin costumes,
Yeah, but
but
I
there's
think they
also
do
real
use real penguins
penguins,
at some
right?
points.
Because
Yeah,
like
I
especially the
think the
smaller
ones where they have
ones.
them, where they put the rockets on them and they're walking around, those are real penguins for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of penguins. How do you think you coordinate all those penguins? How do you coordinate a penguin? How do you train a
It's probably really
penguin?
difficult. They seem kind of difficult to me, but I don't know.
I mean, it's great.
Yeah,
I love it. I love the penguins just like wilding
yeah,
around
I like Penguin
everywhere.
overall.
Yeah.
Once again, I think for me the movie's all about the villains, especially Catwoman and Penguin. I think they're good villains in this. They look great. They have really good actors associated with them. I love the intro. You get the intro. This movie doesn't really like harp too much on Batman. It does, because I think the villains reveal things about Batman that are interesting. But it's less like, less like you don't see a scene where Batman's parents get killed or anything like that. Like it's a return of Batman, not like an introduction to him. So there's not like we get the idea, right? Like we get
Like
it.
everyone knows
He's
who
Bruce
Batman is.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we have, all that shit. He's got a bat cave and he hangs out, it's like all this shit we know. And then it's mostly focuses on the villains, which I think is good and I think they're the more interesting part of the movie as well, just from a character and story basis.
What's really interesting about this film that differentiates itself from most of the Batman films I've seen and TV shows and stuff is this Batman movie really isn't about Batman. Batman's almost kind of a side character in this film. I mean, I think he takes up less time than our other two villains or main characters, I guess you could say, in this film. Like, I mean, between the Penguin and Catwoman and Shrek, Batman's not actually in the movie all that much, and the plot isn't really his. Like, it's not like a Batman story. It's more of like a Penguin story or a Catwoman story, and he's just kind of almost on the sidelines, which I don't think is a bad thing at all. And I think that was the right choice with this film because honestly, this version of Batman isn't given a whole lot to kind of be, there's not like a whole lot behind him. Like they're just like, he's a guy, his parents are dead, and he likes bats. There's not like a whole lot more that they explore. I do like this version of Alfred though. I very much enjoy the actor who plays Alfred. I think he's great.
I think he's in the other two.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for him. I think he's a very good Alfred. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, he rocks. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, I agree. I like him as well. And I mean, I'm a really big fan of like Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. You're introduced to her because you're introduced to Shrek, and his stuff is kind of like the center of the movie story wise, right? He has like a board meeting with he has like a meeting with the mayor of Gotham, and he's just kind of Shrek is upset because he wants to build a power plant, and they're like, why do we need another power plant? Like we're good, like we don't need another. And he's like and the mayor's like, okay, whatever, bye. And you're introduced to Michelle Pfeiffer as Shrek's, Selena Kyle, yeah, the executive assistant. And she's a little bumbling, she's kind of like dropping stuff, and she's interrupting the meeting or whatever, and
Wearing glasses.
yeah, and I love her. I love all of her scenes, especially her transformation scenes. Like when she first goes to her apartment. I love that when she goes into her apartment, she walks in and she like talks to herself because she's extremely lonely. I would say that loneliness is a theme of the movie. Isolation. I find it very funny, but it's part of the movie when like they open the bat signal and it cuts to Bruce Wayne and he's just sitting in his chair like this.
Looks great though.
He's got his like black turtleneck and I think he's wearing a black jacket.
He's got his
He
glasses.
clearly doesn't have like a girlfriend anymore.
No,
from the
they
first
just
movie,
got.
and he's
I
just
guess this retconned her.
he's just like sitting there in his chair and he looks up and he's like, oh, it's a bat.
So like, what happens if he's in
He's doing nothing.
any other room of the house? Because the bat signal only goes into that room, but he's got a whole fucking mansion. So is he just supposed to?
I think you can just see it out the window, probably, right?
I guess.
Because it just shines up in the sky.
Yeah, but you always looking out the window. Well, I guess if you're that lonely, you haven't got a whole lot going on. Just seems like there should be a better system.
He's the Batman. He's up at night. He's like a night guy, I guess.
Yeah, but like, is he just sit at the window all night waiting for the bat signal to go off?
Maybe he lives in a mansion. He has really big windows. Maybe. I'm destroying your points, Austin. I'm destroying them all. I'm eliminating your theory. But yeah, like I said, there's that scene where he's like beating up everybody. He's beating up at these guys that like show up at like at a mayor speech, right?
They're lighting the Christmas tree. So the mayor's there, Shrek's there, everyone's there.
I love the Christmas vibes in the movie, by the way. It's got a nice dark Christmas vibe. It really is a Christmas movie, and it's like one of the best ones, honestly. With all the Christmas lights and like decorations and the snowy like streets and stuff, and everyone's like wearing coats and all that. And I don't know, it's I love it.
Great Christmas vibes. And as you were saying, Michelle Pfeiffer is a great Catwoman. I mean, in the first
She rocks.
quarter of the movie where she's, the kind of bumbling secretary, I love all her scenes. She's like of this very well developed, a little kooky, but like a fun, kind character.
She's fun.
And when Christopher Walken, Shrek, pushed her out the window, she becomes an absolutely insane person. And I'm convinced that she is reanimated. She's just a reanimated corpse by cats. She's just a cat at this point when she's murdered.
She's been given the power of the cat. And yeah, like all these cats. Have you ever seen the Catwoman movie?
I've seen a lot of people talk about the Catwoman movie. I've never gone out of my way to watch it.
I've probably seen that movie like more times than
Why?
some movies that I love.
Why?
I don't know. It's like not a good movie, but it's very interesting and kind of fun and funny. The CGI is really bad and the music is bad. And I don't know, it's just a fun movie to watch. Like it's fun, but it's not a good movie. It's like a really bad movie. And it's like has the exact same plot as this Catwoman Batman Returns, where she like works at a company and she finds out they're about to do something bad, and then she gets like she attempts to get murdered, and then a bunch of cats show up and they give her the powers, and all of a sudden she has like a kind of like a different personality and stuff. And I don't know if I would recommend Catwoman, but if you want to have fun, I would check it out. But this is obviously the best Catwoman. It's also much better than the Batman. I can't think of the name.
Isn't it The Dark Knight Rises?
Yes, better than Anne Hathaway, right?
Yeah,
one sucks.
That one sucks. That's
This one rocks. It's so good. I love when she gets pushed and she dies, because she gets pushed because she's about to find out that like he's not building he doesn't want to build a power plane. He wants to build like a power sucker, so like a take power
for no like real reason other than just to have power.
Yeah, he just loves it. Like I think it's just kind of like a thing to say about people like Shrek, right? Like people who that's kind of their, I think he says like it's my life purpose, right? Like
his legacy.
Just take his legacy is to just to accumulate as much power as possible by any means necessary. He's a true villain of the movie. But I love when she arrives in her apartment. And it's kind of like she does like the same things that she does when she arrives the first time earlier that night, but she's completely different. And what culminates is like one of the really a great room trashing scene. Really good.
Yeah, stuff's all over, stuffed animals down the garbage disposal. Cats are fucking running around. She's got this like iron cast skillet that's just fucking breaking the walls, throwing at mirrors.
Yeah, she goes nuts. It's so good.
Whenever she's Catwoman, quote unquote, they make her skin like super pale, which is a very Tim Burton thing. Like all of the bad guys always have like super pale skin, like Victorian era.
Right.
Just fucking like, she's got this great scar running along her forehead. It's great. She's got spray paint somehow and just fucking blacking out everything. And of course, she already has this leather coat in which she turns into the famous Catwoman suit.
I love the Catwoman suit. Look, it's a hot suit. It's she's got I believe that this movie didn't do well because people thought it was too dark and sexual, and I believe also it led to problems with like marketing partners.
Oh,
because
shit.
they're just like it's too sexy.
It's too sexy.
They're like it's too much for us. Like it's too dark. It's too weird.
We love it, but I can see why.
It's a unique suit, and it's like obviously painstakingly put together.
Yeah, it looks great. And I love that final scene in that whole trashing where she's standing in the window and you got that pink neon hell's here sign.
Yeah, like a very weird looking sign, by the way. It's like something that like I feel like somebody made, like an artist that Tim Burton likes or something.
Yeah, such a great scene. But I can understand why marketers were frustrated by this film, because as we've been saying, who the film is for is kind of confusing, because you would think a superhero movie is for, especially at this point, right, is for kids, even though Batman 1989 still is only kind of kiddish. I mean, it's more generic, so like a kid could definitely watch Batman Begins, but like if you showed a kid this movie, I mean, like you said, when you saw it as a kid, it's fucking scary. It's a genuinely scary movie. I mean, Danny DeVito is Batman,
but it at least elicits a reaction rather than just being another generic superhero movie.
Yeah, but marketers don't want reactions. They want their money, man. They just want people to go see it and buy their shit.
But that's why this movie is one of the best ones.
I would say of all the Batman movies I've seen, it's probably has the most character and the most original, in the sense that like, it's very auteur, right? It's very Tim Burton. Like they just kind of let Tim Burton do his thing, which is great. I mean, the fact that they let him do his thing, which is, I guess, part of the reason why they don't really let superhero movies do that now. is because
I
they
mean,
gotta
this
make the
movie is
monies.
very well known and everybody loves it, but it really didn't make that much money, you know. And at the end of the day, like that's the ultimate crime.
I love Danny DeVito's shape in this movie. Like not
Yeah,
just
he
his
looks
face
great.
and his nose, but like his
We haven't
like
even really talked about him yet. Yeah,
no, not
he
really.
he is so good. One of the greatest villain performances. I think the Catwoman is also one of the greatest villains performances. But you know, Danny DeVito's, I would say his performance is transformative.
He goes all out. He's got the fucking flipper hands to give him
Yeah,
the
he's always talking about
nose.
his flipper hand.
He's just a fucking insane person. I mean, just completely insane in this movie. Just off the rails. Like he acts exactly like you would think a person who's been raised by penguins would act. I mean, just bonkers to the nth degree, has no ability to socialize with anyone.
All the scenes are great.
He's wonderful. He's got this weird like egg-shaped body with just like these tiny little legs and these tiny little arms. So disturbing. And he's got these super like black teeth. He's terrified of the light.
Like charcoal in his mouth or something. Yeah, all of his plans fail horribly. Everything fails for him.
You could almost argue he's not so much a villain as just kind of this tragic character in the film because honestly, like the penguin is almost always at the whim of our other characters, right? He's always kind of being either pushed around by like even though like at the beginning, he kind of captures Shrek and tells him what to do, like Shrek immediately kind of gets a handle on him and basically plays
Right.
him
Yeah.
for
Yeah. He
what
starts to like he starts to think how he could use him.
because Christopher Walken is the evil mastermind behind the whole thing. The evil CEO who wants to control the city and is willing to just do whatever it takes. And Penguin is kind of just, so obsessed with, I mean, as you kind of point out, this sense of loneliness and just wanting to be loved or to be seen is manipulated by Shrek, who doesn't give a shit about anybody or anything. He's just like, I'm gonna have more power just for the sake of having power.
Well, also Penguin is also blackmailing him. And they cook up this thing where like the Penguin is going to like kind of make himself a hero in the eyes of like the city. So they do a thing where they like fake take the mayor's baby and then Penguin like fake saves it.
Immediately saves him like within 10 seconds.
He like floats up out of the sewer. It's like, why? How is he floating up out of the sewer? It doesn't matter. They're just like, oh fuck, that's cool. And yeah, everybody goes crazy and they're like, yo, Penguin, he's a hero. And he's like, yes. And he's like the most like horrible looking person of all time. And they're like, he's a hero. It's like, no, like he's scary.
He's a very evil looking person. Like, you know what? Good for the people of Gotham to just be so caring and loving and just to immediately be like, this is a good guy.
I mean, I think that's just more they're gullible, but I mean, I guess there's two ways of looking at it.
They're a little gullible. That's fair. But I mean, this guy looks like a fucking crazy person. And despite that, they're like, you know what?
He looks disgusting.
They're going to give him a chance. They're going to love him. He's going to be like the local hero. I mean, that's great. Good for him. Good for the Penguin. I think he's doing his best.
Yeah, and I think after that and then of course Batman, because he's not gullible, is like, oh, okay,
something wrong here.
He looks, there's something wrong. This like very freakish looking guy is like
not what he seems to be.
Yeah, and then he like, of course, he like investigates, and then he like, I think he finds out that like, yeah, Penguin is like the leader of like the Red Pyramid gang, like he's a gangster.
I love the look of the Batcave in this film because they just give him, I mean, it's just a fucking cave, and they got like these deep cavernous, not a very useful cave. Like I don't know how one traverses this cave because there's just like these giant gaps that I guess you just have to like jump over and shit. But I love it. It's like super dark and it looks really wet. Like the cave just looks wet the whole time. And he's got his fucking like giant computer, his bat computer. It's fun. And Alfred's, running around. And did you ever notice that in all of these movies, the only thing anyone ever eats is soup? Like there's a lot of soup in these movies.
Maybe it's just easy to make on set. They're just like, fuck it, here.
Just saying, like Bruce Wayne's always eating soup. Like he's fucking, like that's all he ever eats.
He's on the all soup diet. He doesn't eat anything else but soup. He also has a champagne. He's on a champagne and soup diet. He only drinks champagne and he only eats soup. They probably eat other foods in the first movie, right? They have like that party. And
the only thing I ever see Bruce Wayne eat is soup. I mean, there might be other things, but I only ever see him eat soup. There's a lot of soup. I'm just saying, of all the movies I've seen, this one probably has, I guess it doesn't have the most soup, but it's up there as far as soup goes. There's just a lot of soup going on, and I don't quite understand why.
Well, it's also winter. It's also winter time.
Yeah, but he gets cold soup.
That's a good point. He gets the cold soup. That's I forgot about the joke where like he gets the soup and he's like, it's cold. It's like it's supposed to be cold.
Bruce Wayne doesn't know shit.
He's a fucking idiot. So you have like Penguin and Shrek and they're running amok. And like, yeah, like they do this thing where like Penguin like pretends to go to like his grave, his parents' grave, and be like, "Oh my god, my parents!" But what he really wanted to do was get like a bunch of names from like the Hall of Records. And while they're all doing this, of course, you have like Selena Kyle's Catwoman. She's also going nuts. She's like running around town. She's beating up people, and she's getting into fights with Batman as well,
Doing lots of backflips.
doing lots of backflips. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, the cat power is like I think they give her like 9 lives as we see later in the movie, which is kind of funny. So she's like kind of invincible a little bit. And she has like a really good with a whip, and she's like, you know, she's like a lot of flexibility and I think strength. I think there's one scene where she like punches like a metal door or
Yeah.
something like that. Like she's like super strong for some reason. There's only one scene where she goes and burgles a place.
Yeah, there's a serious lack of burgling of cat burger. She doesn't steal a lot of stuff.
I guess the one scene is just good enough. I don't know why we would need to. I mean, I don't know.
Doesn't matter. She's just out to. She's fucking insane. She's just a crazy person out.
Yeah, she's on one.
Tim Burton loves to use that one lens that has like the dual focus in the front in the back. He uses it a lot in this film. I mean, it's a good effect. I mean, whenever you see it, it's always kind of a surreal, almost kind of disturbing image, especially like when you have like the penguin in the front just looking awful and hideous. And I love his costume too, like the top hat and the fur coat.
Yeah, good costume. Looks great.
He's got like his like super dirty gray long underwear. I don't even know.
Hey, they're like I think they're long johns. Yeah,
long johns. Yeah, but he's got like a little tie to go with it.
Yeah, he's got like ties. Yeah. He's like wearing a suit. Like he's like wearing a suit without pants and a jacket, basically. Yeah, like everything looks soiled and disgusting.
So gross.
He's so good. And Shrek, he's like, you know what? You should be mayor.
This is the guy that should run for mayor.
Yeah, Penguin, I guess, like has now accumulated enough like clout.
Yeah.
That everyone's like, oh yeah, you should. That Shrek is just kind of like, because Shrek, I think, just wants to do this power plant project. Yeah, he just wants to do his power plant project, and Bruce Wayne and the mayor are like pushing against him. So if Penguin is mayor, he'll get what he wants because he has sway with him. And Penguin's like, oh yeah, being the mayor would be kind of cool.
Be dope. I love that scene where they take him down the stairs of like his crummy cobblepot mansion, right? And the top floor is like total archaic, gross. And he walks down the stairs, eating a fish, like this raw fish, and just chomping down on it. And they've turned his like the bottom half of his house into basically just like a campaign office, like just like a lights and all. And it's got, I love the signage in this, the like campaign signs. They have those like 1920s metropolis kind of vibes to it. Very cool signage.
He like sexually assaults a woman and
bites a man's nose off. Well, I don't know if it's off, but he definitely bites the man's nose. And they still want him to run.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you got to do it because they love him. He's so nice. He's so great.
Christopher Walken does the Nixon thing. I love that.
He does the Nixon thing. He loves when Christopher Walken, he kind of disappears in the movie for a minute, but then he shows back up later, I think. Oh, and also another detail that's worth mentioning through all of this stuff is that Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle, they begin dating because they meet. It's weird.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of that part.
Of them dating?
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I mean, it's fine. I don't like dislike it necessarily. It's just.
Well, if you didn't like them together, guess what? They didn't get together. So
I guess it all worked out. It's just like a weird, I don't know. Because like, at night she's Catwoman, this like insane person, but then like sometimes she's not, which I guess is like.
But that's what Batman is.
Right. Yeah. So like it is like a nice.
They're like one and the same. That's why they're attracted to each other. They're like the same.
I get it. I guess it's fine actually. I don't.
Well, if you have a problem, it's okay. I'm just.
Yeah, but like I don't have like real reason. I mean, all the scenes with them together is fine too. So maybe my only problem is I feel like it takes too long for them to figure out who they are. Like it seems pretty obvious to me that, I mean, I guess like Bruce Wayne is Batman, like, okay, maybe that's hard to find out, but like it's very clear that Selena Kyle is Catwoman, and it takes Bruce Wayne too long, and it sure as hell takes Christopher Walken. It takes Shrek way too long to figure it out. Like it's not until like the last moments that he figures it out.
Yeah, it takes a while, but once again, these things they're just superhero things.
Yeah,
And
it's fine.
I'm willing to look past it. But anyway, I like their little conversations that they have with each other. Once again, I think they're like one in the same kind of at this point. So like they have like interesting things to say to each other. I like all that stuff. I think also you get to they kidnap the Ice Princess, right? You got Oswald and Catwoman because well, they frame Batman. They make Batman think that people think that he killed the Ice Princess, but they actually kidnapped her. And so Batman is able to get in and find her. And then they have this little fight, and then the Penguin pushes her off, which that's kind of a scary scene when she gets pushed off
And he fucking murders her.
and she falls. You see her like fall, like land.
Yeah. Land on that box and the tree lights up and the fucking bats come flying everywhere. It's a pretty fucking brutal scene.
And then he tries to kill Catwoman.
And then he tries to kill Catwoman. Poor Catwoman. She's trying to make alliances.
She's getting killed.
And they just keep fucking murdering her. Everyone just keeps killing her.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's like, she's like the one like kind of like, lead woman character. And it's like everybody keeps killing her, even our hero.
Poor Catwoman. She just wants to do her thing. Her mission is clear in the sense that obviously she wants to fucking, destroy Shrek and his company. But the way she goes about it is very chaotic, which she's a very chaotic character. So it's fine. I love the way the manor looks though. Like I think Bruce Wayne's manor is great. Yeah. Like how he's never in like most of the rooms, like he's only ever in one room. So I guess it works. I guess it works that he's never, because they try to eat soup in the fucking like some sort of dining room thing. And he's not about it. They gotta fucking eat their soup somewhere else. They still eat the soup for some reason.
I think Selena Kyle even says like, I think she makes a comment about like how like big and stupid his house is.
They're sitting at that super long table, like just obnoxiously far away. He has to like walk across the whole table to pass her the salt. That's a great scene.
That's in the first movie.
Is it?
They're thinking of the first movie. I don't even think they eat in the second movie. In the second movie, they just hang out on the couch and kiss.
You're right. Those scenes are very similar.
I'm guessing you watch them back to back.
Yeah. So
okay, that's fine.
There's some moments. I do love the scene though, where they both have to run away, right? They got their secret identities and they're trying to explain to Alfred.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like what's going on.
I gotta go. Oh, I gotta go too.
Alfred has to think of a dirty limerick. I love it.
This version of Alfred is great. He's actually in it a lot. He's in the other movies. I feel like I feel like he has more lines in the other movies.
That's awesome. I love him. He's great. And then them, like right after they leave, they do that scene where like they get dressed into their costumes. So like Batman just has like a room of just similar rubber Batman costumes.
I think that's the Batcave.
Yeah, I know it's the Batcave, but it's like
he's got to have more than one. It's like the Iron Man suits.
Yeah, but those are all different. Like these are all exactly the same.
Maybe they're a little bit different in some way. Like maybe one's for like swimming. Maybe another one is for going into cold climb. I don't know. Like
that's what I was hoping for, right? Like he's like going through and he's got like a fucking like, secret, like, I don't know, stealth mode one. And he's got one for like fucking flying and all these different things. But it's fine. The suits, like I said, not my favorite suits. They are a bit too rubbery for me personally. Like they're
pretty stiff.
Pretty stiff. I mean, obviously there's no neck.
Michael looked a little stiff.
But it's fine. The Catwoman suit is great though.
Yeah, the Catwoman suit is great. And yeah, Penguin looks great. I like the scene where they put a bomb on his car and he has to drive around. I like how he almost hits all those people with his Batmobile.
He murders all of those people.
He runs over all the people. Yeah, because he can't control it anymore. It's now in the control of Penguin. I like when he's controlling the Batmobile and it zooms out to the end. It's like moving around a lot because
he's in like a little carnival ride. It's not even a carnival ride. It's like those little car things.
Yeah, it's like a quarter ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like using that to pilot the Batmobile. And he's like also talking to Batman like through his car, like in his car screen. And he's just like, aha, you fucking idiot.
Batman puts in a DVD or a CD-ROM.
And you're like, why is he doing that? He's about to play he's about to play his favorite music. He's about to play Dr. J's The Chronic in the car while he's while the Penguin is
murdering people, just slaughtering.
You're just like, what the fuck is he doing that? But yeah, that seems pretty fun. Of course, Batman is able to deter the situation and Penguin gets upset.
Per usual.
And then I think, the next day you see what he uses the DVD for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he like, which is pretty funny. He's like, Penguin's gonna like make a speech about like, yeah, Batman sucks and I'm cool, but then using some superfluous like technology that's unexplained, he's able to hack into the speakers of his like speech, and he plays the DVD of Penguin saying like, yeah, Gotham City sucks, it's bad. Like I fooled him, I'm the Penguin and I fooled him, and he plays it out. He plays out, and then everyone throws like tomatoes and stuff. It's so funny. And I mean, yeah, and then Penguin comments on it. Of course, he's like, "Why does everybody bring tomatoes and eggs to these things?" And it's also really weird too. He's like playing the CD. He has like the CD player, and the Batman then like moves it like a record. It's like that's how CDs work or DVDs or whatever works. It's like what the? I totally forgot about that detail where he moves it like a record. It's like what's going on? But yeah, and then yeah, Penguin he storms off and he retreats to the Penguin lair.
I'm no longer Oswald. I'm the Penguin again. You shall all know me as just the Penguin.
It's just, yeah, I'm the Penguin. And he shoots a guy. I like when he shoots a guy too.
They're like, we're gonna kidnap all of the firstborns. Like, we're just gonna fucking
And we're gonna kill
kill 'em.
them.
And then one of the guys like, hey,
It's
that
dark. This movie's dark.
the guy's like, hey, maybe that's like not the best idea. Like, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't be murdering children. And then he just immediately kills them.
He's shot.
It's exactly like that scene in Batman 1989 where all of Joker's balloons are taken and Jack Nicholson asks for his henchman's gun and then just immediately shoots him. It's great. It works great in both scenes.
Yeah, two great villains, two nasty villains. They just kill one of their own guys because they're just kind of being like, they're arguing with him a little bit.
They gotta do their thing. Penguin's he's gotta fucking strap rocket launchers or rockets, bombs.
But to the Penguins, his plans are so weird and don't make any sense. And they're thwarted every single time. It's almost sad. I think before that, though, you have the charity ball, right? Where like Wayne and Shrek and everyone is there. And Selena Kyle's there and they're chilling. And, you know, they have that really nice moment where like Wayne and Kyle, they have like a dance and they're kind of like talking about like the future and stuff. And that's kind of when they realize that like, oh shit, you're Batman. I'm Cat. What the fuck?
And of course, it's all rudely interrupted by the Penguin with his
huge explosion.
Huge explosion. Love the explosions. He's got his little penguins.
No, everything, all the violence in this movie, it feels pretty real. I think Burton does a really good job at like kind of directing the action and the violence in the movie. It feels pretty grounded, even though there are a lot of like silly kind of like, you know, like I say, expressionist elements in the movie a lot. Everything still feels pretty violent.
No, I agree. Like the stakes genuinely feel high. I mean, it's the fighting is intense, the hitting's intense. As I said before, my only real complaint is Batman's kind of hand-to-hand stuff isn't great, which I noticed that there's a lot less of in this movie than there was in the last one. So that might have been. And I remember reading about the struggles of trying to do hand-to-hand scenes, or just like him in the Batman suit at all. Like I know there was a lot of kind of like problems with it just because the way
RoboCop.
Yeah, it's like a RoboCop situation.
It's like impossible to move around in this suit because you don't want to like fuck it up either. Like, yeah.
Which again, maybe not the best way to design a Batman suit, but that's just me personally. I mean, you know, to each their own. But as you said, you know, all the other violence is terrifying, and you know, Penguin's plan to fucking kidnap a bunch of children is very terrifying. If a little nonsensical. I'm not exactly sure what his plan is at the end when he sends all those penguins. Like, is he just planning to just
to blow everyone up? Yeah, just to blow everyone. Yeah, he's pissed off. He's just gonna blow everyone up now.
Because I do love that fucking train he has where he's picking up all the firstborns, putting them in cages, and they're driving. Like, what a fucking like fucked up thing to think about. Or his speech he gives to the penguins, like it's this big like you know, like Independence Day emotional speech. It's the fucking penguins.
They're just penguins, yeah. And like I said, they're real penguins, and they have them go in, and they're about to blow everything up. And then I think Alfred, he overrides the control, and then they just go, they leave, they scatter.
Yeah, you know what? This is the first movie I've ever seen where the climax involved penguins waddling around.
It really is, yeah. And once that's thwarted, everything kind of comes crashing down, I think.
I was a little confused by the thwarting of the penguins. Like, I didn't really understand how they've been about thwarting. Like, I don't understand why. Is it because like Batman had to be
they're like radio controlled?
Okay, and Batman had to be like close enough to them for them to be like, because like why is Batman like flying around Like I didn't really understand. Like I got what Alfred was doing because he's like jamming their signals and such. But like Batman's like flying around,
Maybe he's just checking them out.
just checking them out, making sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Once again, Penguin, all of his plans fail. He has like several plans in the movie and they all fail.
Quite a few. Poor Penguin. He just wants to destroy the world, and
He's just disgusting. He's super disgusting
just
as
this
well.
disgusting guy. And Batman just comes and fucking beats him up. And then, the one Batman scene, that fight scene I do like is the one between Batman and the Penguin, because they're just like these two awkwardly moving people, just kind of like,
Yeah, they're flailing around. And I think he falls in the water, right? And then he like dies because he's like poisoned. Because I think the water is contaminated and he's like, "Urgh." And he like takes like he tries to does one more thing, tries to pick up like an umbrella to like shoot at Batman, and it's just not right. And then he dies. It's kind of sad. And then the penguins like do like a funeral procession,
I love
which
that.
is like really sad. Yeah, it's a very good detail. It's like people in like suits like picking him up and putting him in the water.
Very good penguin suits. They're very realistic looking. 10 out of 10 on the penguin suits.
And so now you have like Shrek and Catwoman and Batman, and they're all kind of like fighting each other. Like she's about to kill Shrek, and then Batman is like, he kind of has like, it's kind of like a weird, it's kind of like a, rare, one of the rare vulnerable moments that Batman has where he's just like, can we just like, look, let's just leave, like, you don't have to do this, And she's like, no, I gotta. And then Shrek shoots both of them. Actually, no, what he shoots Batman, and then he has an agonizingly long scene where she keeps shooting her Selena.
Yeah, like 6 times.
And she's like
counting all of her deaths. Just keeps fucking going.
And then
they kiss.
They kiss in like a huge electrical surge. I love when Batman's like, oh fuck, he looks over and like Shrek is like a skeleton or something. It doesn't make any sense. Electrocuted skeleton remains. But Selena isn't there. She's gone.
She's mysteriously disappeared. And this reminds me of a moment earlier in the film that I forgot to point out, which still bothers me a bit. Well, it doesn't bother me. I'm a bit baffled by it, I guess, because there's that scene where the Snow Princess is pushed down, right? And she falls to her death. And Batman's like standing there and he's like, oh no. And then immediately after that, he like flies away. Like he gets his fucking like suit, which isn't a complaint. It's just, if you had the ability to fly this whole time, maybe like you should have at least tried to save the Snow Princess. He's not the best Batman. He's like, not that Michael Keaton doesn't play good Batman. That's not my complaint. My complaint is that Batman's not very good at being Batman. Like he's not good at it. I don't think he's very good at it.
But he thwarts all of the Penguin's plans.
I think the Penguin's plans honestly would have been thwarted no matter what.
I don't know about that. Batman is there to thwart them, and he also stops Shrek from doing crazy stuff too.
Well, Catwoman kind of does that though. That's kind of Catwoman's thing.
That's true. I don't know. It's hard to say.
And honestly, the Penguin thing, that's Alfred. I mean, that's not really Batman. Alfred does that.
But there are other things that he does though.
I guess. I'm just saying he needs to work on his Batman skills.
Name me one good Batman who does everything perfectly.
Not perfectly. I'm just saying he could be better. I'm saying he has room to improve as a Batman.
You try it.
I will. I'm going to become a billionaire and then I'm going to become Batman.
And the other two movies, like the gadgets and stuff, like get a little over the top, in my opinion. Like their ability to thwart villains with these very specific gadgets gets a little ridiculous. It's fun to watch, but it's kind of silly. They're still worth watching.
They're on the list. I'll watch them. You haven't seen the Adam West one yet, have you?
No, I have not. No, it's like the one I haven't watched.
Okay. And the 1943 one, apparently.
Yeah, the 1943 one. Yeah. This movie's sad. It ends on a very sad note. It ends with like Wayne seeing Selena, and then he gets out of his car, and then he finds only like a cat, which he takes. And then the very end has like the bat signal with like the Catwoman like in the foreground. And I don't know, it just kind of ends like how the movie begins. Just Bruce Wayne and just these two kind of like atomized individuals. They're just kind of they're too different. They have too many differences, even though they're very similar, even though they have too many differences, even though both of them like understand each other more than anyone else. It's kind of like a very sad ending and moment, really.
It's a dark ending. Alfred says Merry Christmas.
Yeah, he says Merry Christmas.
That's like the last line in the movie. It's like fucking Merry Christmas.
I think Bruce Wayne then says and toward goodwill to all men or something like that. I think he says, yeah. Even though like I don't know. It doesn't feel like the day was saved.
It does not. It just seems like Gotham is such a terrible place to live.
Why would you live there?
I wouldn't. I mean, maybe,
It's dark. It's nighttime all the
it's
time.
always nighttime.
Why?
Ow. God damn it, Alfie. He's like Catwoman. Stop. Stop. Well, that's Batman Returns. Final thoughts, Andrew?
Good ass movie. Good ass Christmas movie. Good ass Batman movie. I once again, I think the villains kind of steal the show a little bit. And I think Tim Burton's like direction and kind of like aesthetic and look also steals the show. I think those two elements together create a really great movie. Watching it again, I kind of realized how like kind of insane the plot and story actually is. Like it's just like fucking like it's kind of bonkers, really, like how things worked out. But that's fine. It's not really a complaint. It's just like something I noticed. But yeah, I mean, it's a solid 8 out of 10 for me. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's really good. I don't think any Batman movie is perfect of the ones that exist. But this one's up there just because like it has such a strong look and like style and aesthetic and just yeah, it's just so well done.
I love me a good superhero movie. I think there are far too many bad superhero movies, unfortunately, but I think we are the prime age for the superhero era. I mean, we were kids when the Raimi trilogy came out, and then, the Marvel whole thing started when we were in middle school. So superheroes always been a big deal to me. Batman's always been my favorite of the superheroes because he's the only one that doesn't have superpowers. Just the super rich guy who's just, beating up criminals, which I think is total badass. And I was unsure about these movies before I had seen them. I mean, I do love Batman, but I know Tim Burton,
This era of Burton is good.
this era of Burton is good. I think a little bit later, not too long after this, his style kind of overtakes the storyline. It takes up too much space.
He also uses something called CGI a little bit too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, his CGI is not spectacular, but I will say Batman 1989, Batman Returns, two very enjoyable Batman movies. I do think Batman Returns is better than Batman 1989, although I think the Joker is a better villain than Catwoman and the Penguin. I think I agree with you that even though all of the villains in Batman Returns are great, I love Shrek, I love Catwoman, I love the Penguin, it might be a little too much. There might just be like a little too many things going on.
You're not gonna like the other ones. It's just so many villains. But anyway, go on. Sorry.
But I think the Penguin's great. I think Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman is great. I think Christopher Walken as Shrek is great. I think this movie is chaotic and insane. And it finds Tim Burton ready to be Tim Burton. It looks great. It's so fucking dark. Batman just doesn't give a shit. He's just murdering people left and right. My only real complaint with this movie is the Batman suit. I don't like the suit. I think it's too rubbery. He can't move in it. His hand-to-hand stuff is underwhelming, but there's only honestly like 2 hand-to-hand scenes in this movie, so it's not really that big of a deal. So I'm gonna give this movie a medium 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Good movie.
All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. You can find everything I do at AwesomeGo12.
I'm on Twitter at 80heart24. I'm also on Letterboxd at RetroAndrew, RETR0 Andrew.
And you can find this podcast wherever you hear podcasts. You can also find us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at With Nothing to Say or Theater 42. And thank you all for listening.
Thank you.